Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So yeah, I look like a pouty nightmare because I'm pouting. This is a sidebar. Oh my gosh, I'm taking this college class right now, which I don't even want to take. It's just something that's required through school. And I don't know if I got cocky and arrogant or if it's because I've just been so flippin' sick for this entire Christmas break. I mean, school's finally starting on Monday, and I haven't done anything. Let's be fair. I missed my birthday, missed Christmas. I'm grateful to be better, getting better. But whatever the case was, I had to do a rush job on the homework for this module, but I could have slowed down. Some people have turned in late work, but I panicked and I just went for it. And you can apparently do the quiz more than once before you submit your final, but I couldn't figure it out, and I just went ahead and submitted. I didn't pass. Those are not words that generally come out of my mouth. I got 60% and I needed 70, and there's going to be a consequence. I mean, people normally will say, oh, come on, no one cares what grade you actually got. The district does. And I don't know what the big picture is. I hope it's going to be something where you have to pass, 7 of the 9 modules or something. But there's a chance they won't pay me, and it's really unfortunate that it came down to the quiz because there were other things we had to do to participate, and I definitely put my hours in, ultimately, even though they were all together. The lesson is that I need to get on task and monitor a little at a time, But anyway, I freaked out. I'm still freaking out. I'm still freaking out, which is why I'm not asleep, and it's 3:05 in the morning. And this is yesterday's video, but you know what? Whatever. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. I cannot change that in my craziness I submitted that quiz. The courage to change the things I can. Practice. Break it up into chunks. Be more effective next time. And the wisdom to know the difference. Oh, I could just die. That I had to get that consequence, and there will be one. Because we have to submit to the district, like each one, and that one literally says did not meet expectations. Okay, calm down, calm down. Thanks for letting me share. Anyway, we were talking about potassium, and yesterday I did high potassium fruits, which it turned out I eat pretty much every single one. And today I was doing high potassium vegetables, and we'll have to see which ones apply to me. I have some good news at the end, so stick around. Okay, let's see what's up. This is from the same girl, and of course I will put it as part of the description of this video. Potassium is an essential nutrient used to maintain fluid and electrolyte balance in the body. A deficiency in potassium causes fatigue, irritability, and hypertension, which is increased blood pressure. Overdose of potassium from natural sources is nearly impossible. I'll repeat that again. Overdose of potassium from natural sources is nearly impossible. And I know this overview is probably the exact same as yesterday, but it bears repeating. However, it is possible to consume too much potassium via potassium salts, which can lead to nausea, vomiting, and cardiac arrest. For those with chronic kidney disease, of which I am not claiming, who, mine's temporary, as it was the first time around, who need to lower the potassium, this list can serve as a guide on what vegetables to eat or avoid depending on your own restrictions. Most people with CKD, chronic kidney disease, should not consume more than 200 milligrams of potassium per serving or 2,000 milligrams per day. This article can only be used as a guide. There's also a list of low potassium vegetables for more ideas. All right, let's do this. I know, aren't you wondering what the good news is? I'm going to get there. Number 1 is beet greens, and I generally don't do beets, and so I don't do the greens. I'm not saying I couldn't, but I generally do not. But oh my gosh, people, check it. Okay, this one at least is a whole cup and not, normally it's been half a cup, but a cooked cup. Hilarious that I'm sneezing. I haven't sneezed at all today. I am not allergic to this topic. I think we just have to clean the filter, and every time the air comes on, it gets me. But anyway, wow, I'm gonna actually be pretending to be tired. You cannot be tired. It's only 3:10 in the morning. Come on. Okay. Potassium per cup cooked is 1,309 milligrams, and remember, it's recommended 2,000 milligrams for those with any form of kidney disease. For a civilian, it's about 2,600 for women, 3,500 for men. For 3 ounces, it's still 909 milligrams. And for just, oh God, check it. Apparently, beet greens are very low in calorie. Because for 200 calories, it is 6,733 milligrams. Wow. So this is what I don't understand. You know how it'll say like daily recommendation or daily value? I think DV is daily value. So it says for that 1 cup of 1,309 milligrams, that is only 28% of the daily value. And that 200 calories, which was at 6,733, was just 143%. That doesn't even make sense to me at all. Especially when they just said the daily value. Oh, that's right. That's right. They changed the potassium. It was 3,500 and they raised it, I think, to 4,700, right? Okay, so that was my mistake, I think. Okay, number 2, lima beans. Again, not a fan, don't eat them, but 1 cup is 969 milligrams, 3 ounces is 570, and 200 calories is 927. And number 3, Swiss chard. Now I do love Swiss chard. So 1 cup, but again it says cooked, and cooked can really change the numbers, is 961, 3 ounces is 549, and 200 calories, again, a very low calorie food, is 5,490. All right, potatoes. A medium potato, just 1 medium potato is 926 milligrams. I just gave my husband like 4 kind of like small to medium potatoes, which we boiled for him. So, you know, my gosh, that's like practically his daily allowance. Anyway, 3 ounces was 535 and 200 calories was 1151. But again, what's interesting about that is it says it's only 24% of the DV. So, okay, so if we're thinking it's 4,700 for the day, and that's 1150, and 24 is almost 25%, 1150 times 4 would get us right there to like 4,600. Okay, I'm in, I get that. Okay, number 5, acorn squash. I don't do that, but per cup per cooked cup, 896, 3 ounces, 437, and 200 calories is 1561. Number 6, spinach, 839 per cooked cup, 3 ounces, 466, 200 calories is 4,052. I am a spinach girl. I easily hit that mark on my spinach alone, let alone all of my fruit. Okay, bok choy, 631 for a cup, 371 for 3 ounces, 6,183 for 200 calories. Wow. White button mushrooms, 555. This is for 1 cup mashed. Pretty interesting. 210 for 3 ounces and 416 for 200 calories. That's not bad. Tomato, 423. Why is it all cooked? It's the weirdest thing in the world. Per cooked cup. Cup cooked. I don't get it. 523, 3 ounces, 218, and 200 calories is 2422. Brussels sprouts. I have certainly shaved Brussels sprouts. Cooked, 495 per cup. 3 ounces is 317. 200 calories is 1761. Not bad. Zucchini. I'm a zucchini girl. 1 cup cooked is 475. Potassium for 3 ounces is 264. And 200 calories is 3520. Broccoli. I don't get that much broccoli in. I get a lot of cauliflower. I get a lot of cabbage and stuff like that. I enjoy broccoli, but because I don't really, I mean, it's okay with me that it's not cooked. I certainly enjoyed it when it was cooked. I don't mind it raw, but I just don't get that much of it. So cup cooked is 457. 3 ounces is 290. Okay, I am not going to start giggling. I appear to be giggling because I just get it, like the little mistakes I'm making. I know what they say when you're sleep deprived, it's like equal to being drunk. I so get it. Okay. And then 200 calories is 1674. You know me, I'm not going to start giggling. Okay. Number 14, artichokes. Oh, I love artichokes, but there's just no way to eat them not cooked, right? And there's like no reason. I used to steam artichokes. Dream come true. And I'm not saying I never would. I would. But just right now, while I'm getting my weight off and stuff, I'm just raw vegan. Okay, potassium per cup, 444. Potassium for 3 ounces, 264. And 200 calories is 1173. Green peas. I do peas. But again, not cooked, but cooked is 434. 3 ounces is 271. 200 calories is 645. Not bad. Asparagus. I know I don't mind asparagus raw. It's fine. But of course this says cooked, but it's 403 milligrams for a cup. 224 for 3 ounces. And 200 calories is 2036. Sweet corn. Ugh. I love corn, and I love it more raw. I had no idea. I love to just eat it right off the cob. I love cutting it right into whatever it is I'm making. I'm a corn girl. All right, but this isn't that bad. Per cup, 392, 3 ounces, 270, and even 200 calories, and it's very easy. Like 1 good corn cob is 150 calories. So 200 calories is 628. Rutabagas, which are also referred to as Swedes and neeps. I've certainly had them. It's not a regular thing for me. But again, they always say per cooked, but 367 for a cup, 216 for 3 ounces, and 1440 for 200 calories. Fennel. I do love fennel. Oh my gosh. I love anything that smells like black licorice. I like that. I don't know if it's because my grandfather loved blackjack gum and it just reminds me of my grandpa Parks. But whatever the case is, it's a home for me. I love it. All right, so per cup, 360. 3 ounces. So interesting. Okay, how's this possible? Potassium per cup is 360. Potassium per 100 grams, which is only 3 ounces, is 414. Okay, and 200 calories is 2,671. Number 20 is summer squash. It's yellow zucchini, it looks like, right? Again, it says cooked, 346. 3 ounces is 192. And 200 calories is 1920. I do love that. All right, and less common potassium-rich vegetables are yams, which per cup is, am I right? Yams per cup is 1,224 per cup. Yatia, are you familiar? Yatia per cup, 807. Bamboo shoots, 640. Taro, I'm kind of familiar with taro root, 639. Kohlrabi, 561. Mustard spinach, 513. Jute potherb, which is mullakai. Mullakai. Sorry if I'm slaughtering that. Is 479. Celeriac. 468. Pea sprouts, 457. And bitter melon, 396. All right, so interesting. Okay, so Jules, you made us sit through the whole thing. What's the good news? Okay, the good news is that for like the last 70 days, I think it's around 70 days, exactly 70 days, I have been eating to my heart's content all the fruit I want, all the vegetables I want, healthy fats, right? Plant-based fats. I mean, seriously, like going for broke. More than I've probably ever had in my life, I've eaten in the last 70 days, straight up. Well, what I didn't realize was a couple days ago when I got my blood test, I actually was tested for my, what is this thing we're talking about? Potassium, thank you. I was tested for potassium. And I've been tested, I have 10 years or something of results for potassium. But again, the difference is I've gone for broke over these last few months. I mean, just, I know that I've maxed out on how much fruit and vegetables I've eaten. And while I'm at the high end, I am not exceeding. And I really can't imagine eating more than I've been eating, honestly. From dates to fruit to vegetables. Like, I mean, I've just gone for it. And so 5 is the high on the scale, and I'm at 4.8. And when I looked back over the years, that happened many times. There was one time, and I'm going to have to look at the data a little bit more, where it was at 4 flat for a couple of different blood tests. It was 4 flat. And I am going to think that that is because my weight was down at that time. I still am saying that this excess weight is by far the hardest on my kidneys, way over food choices, right? Because I used to be on a standard American diet, even when my numbers were better. And now I know I'm on my best possible lifestyle. And I just believe it's the excess weight. And I'm willing to stick that out. Like for a second I panicked and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to start fasting and I should just like go on a, water fast and do whatever I can to get this weight off as quickly as I can. And I should just, reduce my calories down to like every flipping game I've ever played came to mind. And by grace, God was like, no. Like, see your stuff. Are your rings fitting? Are your, ankles not swollen? Is, your face coming back? Like, calm down, Jules. You cannot go back into the nonsense in a panic over this. There's no way. And then by grace, he was like, oh, by the way, I have the test results right here. And you're fine, 4.8 is fine. There's a reason that there's a high and a low, and I'm below the high, So I was so grateful for that. One thing that was a surprise is I was totally telling you guys yesterday that, I'm good to go on sodium. I've never been a salt person, My sodium level was exactly as high gets. Like it goes from 135 to 145, and mine was 145. And again, I know I took all this testing under a very stressful time, and there's many reasons that I could have been retaining, certainly water, but if not sodium. And so again, I'm not going to panic. I got in touch with my doctor and we agreed that we will just check me much sooner, like in 3 months or 6 months, and see if those things balance the way that I believe that they will. So thanks so much for letting me share, you guys. Thanks for being with me here at 3:25 in the morning. Tomorrow will be a better day. I'm required to function tomorrow. It's going to be a neat trick. All right, if you like, join us. If you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? What do you know? How are you? Do you get your blood checked? Does this help you at all in thinking about potassium? And until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.